What's happening, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit, coming back to you with another video from beautiful Miami, here actually on South Beach. And I want to make a video just to be vulnerable about something that I went through and experienced. And I think this could definitely help you in your reselling business. So I just spoke at the Miami 2023 conference. By the way, amazing job. Big shout out to Avery, Romer the Romer, Taylor, all the speakers. There were a ton of 6-7 figure sellers. Also a lot of folks there who were just getting started, and there was like 150 plus people there. It was crazy. Great time. But the message I want to send in this video is do things that are hard. Do things that challenge you. And a lot of times we do something hard and we're like, oh man, like that was a tough experience. Like that was really, really hard. Signing up for an Amazon account, learning how to land my first supplier, sitting in my first shipment, or maybe scaling from 5 to 6 figures. Like that was super hard. But just know the tough things you do, even when you fail or you don't do the greatest job, it's making you better. And I actually had an interesting thing that happened at the event. So for anyone who's been following me for a while, I've shared it before. When I was about 16, 17, I started having massive panic attacks. And over the years, I've really gotten control of them. Now, let me know in the comments, who here has ever had a panic attack so bad, I'm gonna put my coffee down, to the point where it feels like everything's closing in on you and it's almost like you separate from your body. It's really, really weird. Well, I've been public speaking for a while, especially on YouTube. I've done thousands of videos, and I have really no fear around speaking anymore. But from time to time, especially in social events, I'll have a massive panic attack and I feel like I have to run out of the room. And when I went on to speak on stage for, about 150 people, and I was excited, I was pumped up, I was prepared like crazy, I had a massive panic attack. And in my head, I was freaking out so bad. It was like the walls were closing in. I was freaking out. And it took me a good 5 or 6 minutes to get comfortable. I mean, at one point, I actually turned my back to everybody and was just reading my slides because I don't want to see anybody. And I just felt the sweat dripping down my face. And the funny thing is, after my 25-minute talk, everyone was like, you did an amazing job. Like, you're so natural. You're such a good speaker. And I'm like, what do you mean? You didn't notice my massive breakdown on stage the first 5 minutes? And they're like, what? They're like, no, you're so natural. And I was like, what do you mean? I literally felt like I wasn't even there. I had disconnected. Everything just kind of blacked out the first 5 or 6 minutes. It just didn't feel connected. And they're like, you killed it. We didn't notice it at all unless you said it. And this is interesting because, first off, the first point I made, if you work hard, if you get after it, you never know what could happen, right? People are gonna, if you're prepared and you work hard, a lot of times people aren't even gonna notice it, right? They're not even gonna notice, and you're not even gonna notice how far you've come. So work your butt off, go after the challenges that bring you down. They actually make you stronger. All the challenges that I went through in my life have made me stronger in Amazon, made me stronger with public speaking. And sometimes when you make mistakes and you beat yourself up, nobody notices it because you've leveled up so much in life. And I don't know if I'm really bringing my point together here, but if you're selling on Amazon, you're going through all these challenges right now, just know you're getting better and better and better. You're getting stronger. You're becoming just more strategic. You're just getting better. And 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you still might be beating yourself up, but everyone's gonna look at you like, wow, look how far you've come. You make it look so easy. And when I was on stage and I was having that panic attack, I'm crumbling in front of everybody. Look at me, the guy who's been on YouTube for freaking 8 years, who's been speaking to thousands of people. I'm having this massive panic attack on stage, and I'm like, what a fool I'm making of myself. Then I get off stage and everyone's like, wow, that was great. Maybe people were just being nice to me. But I'll tell you right now, if you keep going after it, if you keep working hard, if you prepare, that's one thing I did for my talk. I prepared so much. I could have ran off stage. I could have freaked out. I could have had a massive panic attack, and people could have said whatever they wanted, but you could never say that I'm not prepared. You could never say that I'm not working hard. And that's the way that we all have to look at our life when it comes to selling on Amazon, when it comes to reselling, when it comes to public speaking. Prepare, work hard, give it your everything. Maybe you're gonna break down on stage. Maybe you're gonna fail and get kicked off of Amazon, right? I hope you don't. But you want to know what? If you prepare, if you're smart, if you work from the bottom of your heart and you go after things and you keep your values in line, that's what matters most. And then down the road, people are going to say, that looks easy. And you're going to be thinking oh my God, I thought I did horrible. So I don't know if I brought this message together, if it even made sense, probably because I got the sweatshirt on in the middle of the heat and I may be slightly dehydrated. But get after it, everybody. I just want to say I appreciate you all. Anyone at the event, much love. It was so great connecting to everybody, with everybody, and learning and Shout out everybody in the E2A community who showed up as well. Big shout out to Avery. Big shout out to Taylor. Big shout out to Amazon Lit. There's just so many people. There's so many amazing people. And from the bottom of my heart, you guys get after it. Work hard, prepare. Don't beat yourself up. Get after it. And I'll talk to you soon. I'm about to jump in the water.